Well, look, there's no question that Israel has legitimate security concern. We know that. The Palestinians know that. The Arabs know that. But the question is, to what extent this legal concern about security should be stretched? And this is where I have personally serious disagreement with many Israelis. That is, whereas there is legitimate concern, for example, the question, is acquiring more territories going to mitigate these concerns? Is building more settlement is going to mitigate these concerns? So, in my view, the way Israel is dealing with its legitimate national security concern is taking it way too far. And from this Palestinian perspective, what they see is no longer what is right in terms of how Israel protects itself, but they see that as a means by which Israel continues to expand its settlement, and as a result it's also sending a clear message to them that Israel does not have, or I should say, the government, Netanyahu government, does really not have any intention of pursuing genuine peace that could lead to a two-state solution. Well, many Israelis actually bought into the government argument that the occupation of the West Bank improve or Israel's national security. As a matter of fact, what they say today is exactly that. Look what is happening with Gaza. Because we are not there, we are continue to suffer from this continuing violence, whereas the fact that we continue to occupy the West Bank, it is relatively quiet. I think it's a completely misleading. Gaza is just as occupied. In fact, it's even worse. When you have this kind of tight blockade from the air, sea, land, and actually is even being policed by brutal reign of the Hamas itself. This is worse than occupation itself. So, occupation in and of itself is not tolerable. It cannot be accepted. And I just asked many Israelis, I said, tell me, how do you think it would feel to be under occupation for 5 decades? 3 generations of Palestinians have been born under the Israeli occupations. That is not acceptable. And that is what I say, dehumanizing both sides. Because when you feel that way, you no longer worry, you no longer concern yourself with the moral values. What is the right thing to do in order for both Israel and the Palestinians could live peacefully side by side?